We got 30 minutes, 30 seconds. Are we? Yeah, okay. I always wonder if I'm recording. So, hi, good morning. Today's, I think, the 12th, or I don't know, Sunday. And I've been sitting with this one, trying to back up enough to get it. Okay. I've been sitting with this one since I signed it. It's pretty scary. I made a few posts about it, but I did it while listening to tarot card readings and astrology ladies, and I don't know, seems like there was something else about connecting with your spirit guides or higher self. Different things. It took me several days to do this one, to continue, keep going, to get the layers. It's brown paper, primed. You know, that old round roll of brown paper you can buy. Cheap. I don't like traditional surfaces now that I've got my house. I prefer flat on the wall. Let me work off the wall. And here's what I do now. I hold on to this cart so I can stand here long enough while I'm painting with my left hand, which is what I'm holding the camera with. And I can stand here a little bit longer since I can hold on to the cart. So, just in case Social Security's looking at this building, I can't stand up, y'all. I got a slip thing in my back. That's my bend over bone. Well, 10 years of nude dancing. What'd you expect? What do they call it? I forgot right now. Anyway, let's move on. So, I had to shed my religious views and all the stuff that society puts into you about that, and your parents and your grandparents and your mother-in-law and your sister went and got a divinity degree, and your cousin doing the same, and they's the one that took me to start my dancing career. Now, I know they're forgiven and that can be their testimony, but I ain't having that kind of testimony, because I can see past the words written down by a man and men, and there's good parts in there, but we got to go back to the old knowledge a little bit now and move forward. You grab what's behind you and you sling it forward. And you grab what's behind you and you sling it forward into the forefront. And so, y'all, my house is a mess. This is an art studio and a cat house. And I keep it together. It's a little bitty. Who'd have thunk I'd have grew out of 70 feet by now? 70 by 14. 1979. It's got aluminum siding. I don't know if that's good or bad. If you keep the energy, the bad vibes of the outside out, then they won't bounce around in here. But if you get some of them in here, all they do is bounce around. You got to open a door so they'll get out. Just like being inside a microwave or something. Otherwise, it's good for you can't, hard to penetrate it. You got to be specific. So, what I've learned recently about my DNA is crazy. Been going a little bit crazy. And it totally makes sense. And now I'm just going to relax There's not anybody in my life other than my direct couple of my kids and my tarot card readers have really been helping me to understand things. Because when you find out that your DNA is pretty specific, which could explain all the art, all the poetry, all of it, you know. Went to school to make art in that house over there in Fort Worth. That house. The guy who lived there in the back, my ex-father-in-law, my ex-stepfather-in-law, well, he was Freemason. He was a retired police officer from Illinois or somewhere. My mother-in-law was, that's tobacco. I don't know why I bought it. It's dry and you can't smoke it now, but it can sit there. So mother-in-law is Eastern Star, and that house was, I don't know, 1937 built, 42, 37, and that house was haunted with demons and energy and information about Freemasons, because the ex-stepfather-in-law was Freemason. He was a dark magic. I found a book in the attic. When I bought that house from Granny, is what I called her, my mother-in-law, ex-mother-in-law. One day we were talking about how dirty the place was, and she's like, well, I would sell it, but I wouldn't know who to sell it. I said, I'll buy it. Oh, yeah? Yeah, I'll give you $33,000. I'll take it. Now, I didn't know nothing about Freemasons, any of the symbology, any of the number, anything about that. I'd been a mama, and I went and got my bachelor's degree and was working on it still when I bought that house. My BFA in art. Took me 7 years to get that. Anyway, you know, just all the symbology that happened during that time of my art school in that kind of a house, with all that energy in the wood and in the paneling and in the old wood that house was built with, and the pine. Oh, that house was so awesome. But I'm glad I got out of there. I know there's better things coming in that city right there on the corner of Panola and Ayers, 1 block from Lancaster and 6 blocks from Rosedale, and about 5 miles from downtown Fort Worth, with all the homeless shelters. Girls and boys. That was a crazy experience, to be making art and not know a gosh dang thing. You just going along with it all. Didn't know nothing about my DNA. So I started realizing something was different when I started drawing really good for school. And I started asking Daddy questions and Mama questions. And then after Daddy passed, this guy contacted me and said, I'm your half-brother. So I had my DNA done. Okay, it showed that I'm related to him. Okay, so Daddy had a closet child. Okay, cool. But I recently found the data on my raw DNA, the download in my computer. I guess I'd been blocked from seeing that. And I'm going to sit down. And turn off this fan up here. Right there. And I guess I'd been blocked from seeing that. But one day I found it in my computer and I looked at it, and it took me several days to download. And it's still been downloading the veracity of my my cellular makeup. And so everything I've been writing and everything all this time, not knowing nothing, I'm glad I put out a whole lot. But now that I know, well, I don't want to be an experiment anymore. And I'd like to meet my soul people. And this drawing, to me, painting, represents that there's a biological machine of power and infrastructure and connection to the outer world of the nature and the inner world of the buggies, and that blood works through this machine and is what feeds it. And there's sparks and ignition, and there's a walling off or a prisoning of certain types, and there's the where's my finger? Okay, right there, the mummy that's coming out, rising out, while imprisoning the, what do you call them? The parasites, the worms. You know, they can go over there and eat something else off our backs. And the web, the spiders make so many cobwebs here. And I can't see. I can see. I can't see like y'all. And I was going to get some reversed prescription glasses made so that if you've got 20/20, you put these on and you can see like I see. But then I got scared that they might take my driver's license away. So we can hold off on that idea for a little bit. Because I got to be able to drive to the little store. And so there's this power from the sight. And there's this fusion and this rising of the blood cell. And this looping that there's no way. You can't get through that. You got too many sides to go through. That's protection. And the bird, with the bright eyes, and the blood running through it as well, and the golden sky that's golden on top of dark, and the sparks of life. And it says where you're alive. You're alive. Be the aware of it. The tool, the hardware. When you become aware, you actually become a tool. Housewares, kitchenware. I don't know. Beware. All right, well, that's about all I have to say about this painting. And thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more, okay, y'all want me to be a robot. If you want to see more, hit that bell, that subscribe, and like button always helps. And if you comment, that helps too. And if you just want to just say something. Oh, you want to know my DNA? Okay, let's run off. It's from memory, so I don't know if I'll be able to do it. European, British, Eastern European, Western European, Eastern Asian, French, German, Scandinavian, Irish, Eastern Asian, Arabian, Egyptian, Indigenous American, Northern African, Levantine, which is Jerusalem, Bethlehem, Nazareth, Damascus, the Jordan River area, Syria. I looked into one of those Eastern European ones, and that is Ukraine and Poland. So I've been trying to study, when I think about it, and I'm not doing something else or thinking about the kitties or the art or what I need to say to you on the next post. And, being an influencer or just somebody whose life is on camera. Okay, watch this. He just brought me his toy. He plays fetch. And he's got to bring it to me if he wants me to throw it. Okay. Ready, up here. Ready, go. And he's off. So every once in a while I'll buy those packs of cigarettes. That's what he likes. That's what he brings me. Let it be. So I forgot what I was talking about, but I don't have anything dark in me other than reflecting the dark in which I've been shined with. I always put the light on top of the dark. And you accept the dark for what it is. It's got to go dark for a little while. And then it's bright again. And so I believe that now that the light is strong, the dark won't be able to affect it without repercussions. And it will come to a near end with self-sabotage, because what you put out, you receive. And if all you do is yell at somebody, you're going to get that back. Yella. And I'm tired of yelling. I don't need to yell anymore because I hear myself now. That's a pretty cool drawing. All right, 19 minutes, man. Well, have a great day. It's Sunday. It's my favorite day of the week. Let's start a new painting. Hasta la vista, y'all. Bye-bye. Don't forget to drink your cranberry juice. Cranberry.